I just wanna play, I wanna sing my song, I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still, I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream, you can put your life on hold, 'cause time will wait for you. You can always see what is here and by now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream, no one's taken that from you, only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep when you make the time. It's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep
Center. My name is Janine Ballou, and I am your host today. I'm a member here of Celebration Center for Spiritual Living, and it is my pleasure to welcome you, whether you're here in person. Yay to you for battling snow and ice. Or maybe congratulations to those of you who made it out of bed and are watching us from your living room or in front of your computer. Or you know what? If you're still in bed and watching us, we welcome you too. We're glad that you're here. We want to encourage those who are here in the room to make sure your cell phones are on silent mode, but keep them on because you can be interacting during the service if you care to participate that way. And if you are online and joining us from the chat room, let us know you're here and say howdy. We had a QR code online, maybe it was there, I don't know. I forget how this works. But anyway, there it is. Okay, hi. There's a QR code you can scan and let us know a little bit more about yourself, or if you're here in the room as a guest, you can fill out a guest card with a pen or a pencil. and drop it in the basket. It's kind of a cool day. It's a new day. It's a beautiful day. And we have a great service planned for you today. I'd like, first of all, to acknowledge and thank the people that make this service happen. And it starts with the people that enable us with technology. And so a round of applause for our tech crew. Today it's Ivor Tillotson, joined by Jay Cohn. They make the sound and the video work, and it's pretty dang cool what they do. And because we have this technology, today we're joined by Lori Bolster as our platform practitioner. And how does she join us? Well, by the magic of video and airwaves. Lori is from Colorado currently, so she knows cold weather too. So welcome, Lori. And we have a guest speaker today, and we are so blessed to be joined by practitioner from our own center, Dianne Stewart Hamlin. We're looking forward to hearing from you, Dianne. Thank you. Yay. And it is simply not a complete service without the gifts and talents of our wonderful director of music, and that's Lynn Hollyfield. Lynn, for those of you that don't know, is so talented. We're so blessed to have her share her gifts with us. One of the songs that I love, that song Just Begin that she sings, did qualify in a finalist for the Mask Awards, the Mid-Atlantic Songwriting Contest, and she shares these things with us. We're so lucky. Do we have any announcements today, Stephanie? I see Stephanie Snow, one of our new board members. Have you all been reading the newsletter that Stephanie's putting out? Yes. Wonderful. Yes, Terry too. Terry Murphy, Stephanie Snow, thank you for that. If you're wanting to know more about what's going on in the center, you can go to our website, celebrationcenter.org. And if you're not getting this newsletter that's really informative and powerful and beautiful and good, let one of the board members know. We'll get you on the list. 7 a.m. Saturday is when it's published. Yes. So if you're not receiving it in your inbox, make a note and let's get that fixed. We're going to start with music. We're going to start with our award-winning music director. Please help me welcome Lynn Hollyfield and Jen Fay.
Thank you, Janine. All right, well, if you're able and you want to stand, we're going to do a sing-along. We have the lyrics hopefully on there, but we're going to get started. This is a song by the duo group Mamuse, and it's called We Shall Be Known. So here we go. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. It is time now. And what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jen. Beautiful. Wonderful. I'd now like to turn over to our practitioner on platform. Joining us from Colorado, Interfaith Minister Lori Bolster. Help me welcome Lori, please.
Can you wave at her, Janine? The hearing impaired.
Point, look this way, Janine. Look into the camera.
The mayor may not be looking at us.
I see he's caught the attention.
Can't hear you. No, look at the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, big, big.
Lori, we cannot hear you.
There seems to be a little microphone with an X. Maybe you should see. Click on it. You're muted.
Oh. You know,
Yay.
for years and years and years. You think I'd know to check the mute? Okay, I apologize for that. All right, good. Okay, we're all here now. And so first, the vision statement for the Celebration Center is celebrating spirit. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. Yes. And the topic for January for the Centers for Spiritual Living is a grand rising. And well, yes, we're doing that. And so let's start with a bit of breathing. And what I would like you to do is something that I'm sure you may have heard about before. We're going to breathe in on a count of 7. We're going to hold that breath for a count of 4. And then we're going to release it for a count of 8. And it's all going to go. So we're going to start that right now and breathe in. And hold for 4. And out for 8. And again. And out. Hold. And out. And in. Hold. And out. This reading is something by Thomas Merton, who was a Trappist monk. In Louisville, at the corner of 4th and Walnut in the center of the shopping district, I was suddenly overwhelmed with the realization that I loved all those people, that they were mine and I theirs, that we could not be alien to one another, even though we were total strangers. It was like awaking from a dream of separateness, of spurious self-isolation in a special world, the world of renunciation and supposed holiness. This sense of liberation from an illusory difference was such a relief and such a joy to me, I almost laughed out loud. I have the immense joy, as if the sorrows and stupidities of the human condition could overwhelm me. Now I realize what we all are. And if only everybody could realize this. But it cannot be explained. There's no way of telling people that they are all walking around shining like the sun. And so we're going to do a prayer. Ivor, can you put up that first photo, please? This is the James Webb Space Telescope and a bunch of people who are involved in its creation. Talk about a grand rising. This thing is mind-blowing. Humans made this. And next photo. This is what it looks like fully deployed with 5 sunscreens made out of this film that has to be opened one at a time and then tightened up so they work. That mirror's 28 feet across and it has to fold up. Has 18 segments that all have to be focused. And I've heard it called an origami telescope because it has to all fold up and then they stuff it in a tube and they blow it out and rock it out into space 1,000,000 miles out. And then it all has to open up. It's got over 300 some points of failure. Usually they're, maybe 10, 15, 25, or 300. The only way we can fix it if it doesn't work is to tell it, because it's 1,000,000 miles away, we can tell it to shake itself so that all these little latches release properly. This thing is a miracle. And humans made it. They designed it. And the place that it's parked out in space, being held in place by the gravitational pull of the sun and the earth and the moon, that point in space was discovered and figured out by a Swiss mathematician in the 1700s. I mean, these are humans. Humans in an evolutionary process, in a creative process. And now, here come the photos from this thing. This is a comparison of what we used to be able to see with the Hubble and what we can see now. And so the prayer, knowing that we are all beings within and of this spectacular creation, manifesting in our own way, individually and yet all made out of the same stardust. We move through our lives, individuals doing what we do and can do, guided primarily by what we're doing with our fine minds. What can we imagine? What can we see for ourselves? Knowing that we are doing this within this amazing creative process that is spirit. It is creation. And we're only limited by our own imaginations, as it's been said. And so now we go forth. We sit here now knowing the truth of this. Knowing the truth of this. If you're looking at the screen, look what we can see. This is just stunning. And we can pray with our eyes open. Yes, we can. And we can pray with them closed because we can do this with our minds. And we can imagine. What can we see as we look around ourselves, knowing that we are all of this, and all of these beings that are in that room and online watching, they're not aliens that are individual, separate from us. They are all us. We are all of this creation. We are all walking around shining like the sun. And so here we are, these magnificent pictures. And some of them have little splotches of orange. And those little splotches of orange are galaxies. And there's millions of them out there, apparently. We are looking at things that we can see that actually happened hundreds of thousands, millions maybe of light years away. And light travels at 186,000 miles a second. And so this telescope, it's creation by humans. It is a step forward into being able to find our place in this cosmos, within spirit, within creation. It's just true. It's fact. And so we go along knowing the truth of ourselves, of each other, of everybody on this planet, knowing that we are capable of love and kindness, compassion, that includes all of them, regardless of what's going on. We're all out of the same creation. And so in this grand rising, oh, it's an appropriation, but here we go. Let every voice rise and sing. It's of all of earth and heaven. And we welcome it, we live in it, we celebrate it. And knowing the truth of this and accepting the truth of this, breathing it in and living it, I am filled with such gratitude, such love, such invitation. We open ourselves to it. And we let it be truth for ourselves and for all. And say, so it is.
Good job.
Thank you, Lori. And now we are going to hear from our music director and Jet Faye, Lynn Hollyfield.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to sing a song by Goldford, and it's called Walk With Me. Walk with me, I will walk with you down these unknown roads we're stumbled into. We're in this thing together, we're gonna make it through. If you walk with me, I'll walk with you. Be there for me, I'll be there for you. When we're running out of hope and we don't know what to do, like the candle in the darkness, shining bright and true. Be there for me, I'll be there for you. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, everything's gonna be alright, alright. 'Cause you and me got better days coming. Yeah, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, everything's gonna be alright. Walk with me, I'll walk with you. I know the rain of today will bring tomorrow's bloom. When we can't see where we're going or what the world is coming to, will you walk with me? I'll walk with you. Oh, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, everything's gonna be alright, alright. 'Cause you and me got better days coming. Yeah,
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jen. It is all right. It is a new day. I'm so excited to welcome our speaker today. If you hear the lilt in your voice, you might say, oh, that girl's from Jamaica. And that's true. And Dianne grew up in California, started her spiritual journey there, according to what I hear from Irina, but I think that is true. But we're so grateful that she decided to make her home on the East Coast. She was a member here at Celebration Center for many years and received her practitioner status here at the center sometime in the early 2000s, about the same time as Irina, yes? Same. Dianne serves as a lawyer in the child welfare law and sees her work as sacred service, and I'm sure her clients agree with that. She is a proud mom to a couple of teens, or as we might say, people pretending to be adulting, but we know they're not quite there. That is sacred service too.
Yes.
It is. It is. It is simply a delight and a pleasure and a privilege to welcome to our center Dianne Stewart Hamlin.
Thank you. She's not wrong. They are pretending to be adults. It's kind of interesting. Good morning, Celebration Center! Yay! I love you guys so much, and I was sitting listening to the music, and I was thinking that every time I come here to do this, I'm in like that place where some new healing thing is coming into my life, and I'm sort of like, oh, we are merging into a new level of today. So first of all, it's a grand rising, and I love the music. There is a sense of liberation when you say, I am here for God, I'm here for life itself, and I'm here to be the best person that I can be and to deliver everything that I came to give to the planet. And so that's the grand rising. The grand rising is surrendering to, what did I come here to do, and am I doing it? That part, right? So let me tell you the fun part about this morning, or this last few days of my life, was coming into a recognition with the father of my children, and him saying some things to me that were very, for me, very hurtful, not kind, for me. And he thought it was funny. And then I was talking to someone else in my life who thought something they had done months ago was funny. But it wasn't funny. In fact, what it did was it embedded itself within my way of showing up in the world. And it made me more cautious than I needed to have been. And it made me more concerned about how I was showing up. And it kind of created some limitations because of how I received it. So here's what I came to this morning. It's a brand new day. And what we're doing is we're not going to allow people to show up in our lives in their same old way and continue to confirm or reaffirm their same old thing. Because it's not about them, it's about us and what we're choosing to allow in our lives. So if you want to have a brand new day, you have to get up and make brand new decisions. You have to decide, I have to decide, this is not acceptable anymore. This is not okay. You will not do these things to me. You will not say these things to me. I won't even allow you to come into my life and have me sit around. Because here's the thing. When you do spiritual work, right, you start to understand how we tick and what we do. And then you start to sometimes make excuses for other people and say, well, that's just how he is. And he doesn't know any better, or she doesn't know any better, or Jill doesn't know any better, or Jackie doesn't know any better, or Tom doesn't know any better. And you make up these excuses for people. And you let it be okay for them to continue to show up in your life that way. And on a brand new day, it's not okay. On a brand new day, we get up and we require human beings that show up in our lives to be human beings that are supporting us, that are making our lives as authentic and generous and truthful as it is, that are supportive to our growing, that are supportive to each other, that we can support and give love to and encouragement to. And we stop making excuses for why people are the way they are. It's not okay. On a brand new day, your spiritual self has to take care of you. So you have to get up every morning and you have to do your prayer and your meditation because that's how you start your day. And that's okay. And if people don't understand that, that's okay. But you need to get your quiet time, do your prayer, do your meditation, and sit with yourself and sit with the divine and say, today is a brand new day. And today I'm choosing me in my fullness and my authenticity. I am choosing me so that I can show up and do the things that I came to the planet to do. Because yes, I do a lot of work in the world, in other areas of my life. And some of those places and some of that work is very emotional and it's very draining and it's intense because I'm helping people navigate some of the most difficult times of their lives. And I have to show up for that in my sacred self and my authenticity and the fullness of who I am. So when you go out into the world and you are choosing to serve in any particular way, whether it's at the soup kitchen or in my case, in the courthouse, in other places it's the hospital, it's the schoolhouse, wherever you're showing up, you have to come every day as if it's a brand new day and it's a brand new you, and you cannot bring the debris of what you've experienced. And by debris, I mean whatever it is that's happened in your life that's held you down, that's had you feeling like you don't belong here, or maybe you're not doing the right thing. Anything that has been keeping you cluttered and unable to just move forward and do what you came to do. That stuff you got to clean out, you got to get rid of so that you can every day get up and be in a brand new day, be in a brand new you, and show up with all of your authenticity because you're amazing. And your creation, those pictures that Lori was showing, that's amazing. And we are all made of that amazing stuff. We are all made of amazing light and love and kindness and generosity and intelligence and creativity and genius and beauty. And every time that we allow ourselves to be cluttered by anything or anyone else's idea of what our authenticity and perfection looks like, we're slowing ourselves down and we're not doing what we came to do. So one of the things that I do to remind myself is I stop and I say, wait a minute, what's going on here? And sometimes it's not automatic. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying automatically you can go, oh, what's going on here? And then fix it. But sometimes you find yourself, right, in a place. I found myself in a place where someone had shared their clutter belief about me, and I, here's my ownership, listened to it. I listened to it and I heard it and I thought, maybe they're saying something to me that's true. Maybe this person, because I chose this person to be in my life so clearly, maybe they're a reflection, right? In my head. And then for 2 days, I was like literally immobile. I was literally like, I don't know what to do now because this doesn't feel good. Something is wrong. And I allowed myself to have that moment. And I said, okay, I'm going to give you some time, miss, to sit with this. And then I'm going to tell you that, okay, now that you've processed it, you need to get up. And you need to get up and own your life and own your situation. Yes, you allowed ABC to happen, but now you're allowing something different to happen. You're allowing yourself to be reminded of who you are, your greatness, your beauty, your creativity, your light, who you are, your genius, and what you're here to do. Because you're here to do so much, and you can't be distracted by that thing. But what you have to learn how to do or practice doing, because you know how to do it already, release that thing. Let it go. Don't carry something with you that's not yours. And we will, because we're in a world where we're all sharing the planet, we're sharing the space, we're sharing together, and we carry together a lot of things. We have to practice in our own individual spiritual practice to not pick up what somebody else has dropped at our doorstep, to not pick up what somebody else has shared with us, because that's where they are and that's their journey. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging, and I want you to be really clear when I say this. This is not about judgment. It's about knowing what's yours to carry. And if you want a brand new day, you got to get up and only carry your stuff. And you have to really look at things and go, oh, is this mine? This is mine? No, it's not mine. And let it go and put it down and keep moving. Because the moment you start to carry stuff that's not yours, you start to burden yourself and you start to distract yourself from what you came to do. And every one of us in here has a specific gift that we have come to bring to the planet and is necessary for the unfolding of the planet. It's necessary for us as human beings. If I don't share my gift, you guys are going to miss out. And if Ingy doesn't share her gift, we're going to all miss out, because we all come, Jen Fay, with what beautiful gifts. We come with gifts that we are here to share. And we are here to put into the world for it to continue to be an amazing place. But if you don't show up because you're so busy lugging along other people's stuff or things that don't even have anything to do with you, you cannot do what you came to do because you're distracted. Don't get distracted. Stand up and look at who you are and recognize, oh, this is not mine. And give yourself permission to let it go and put it away and set it down and not pick it up. Because what is not yours will interfere with how you show up. What are you here to do? And every day remind yourself, what are you here to do? What do you know that's yours to do? And be honest with yourself. It's not arrogance. It's not ego. It's the truth of who you are. Be honest with yourself. What am I here to do? I know for me that I'm here to walk with people through some very difficult times in their lives in one aspect of my life. But I also know that I'm here to teach, and I'm here to share, and I'm here to grow. And I cannot let other things get in the way of that, because that's what I'm here to do. And if I don't do my part, we're not unfolding. Jen Fay has all these wonderful talents and gifts that she shares with the world. If she doesn't show up and share those gifts, that part is not complete. We have to show up in our very lives, and we have to choose prayer, meditation, truth. And it's not an easy road. Okay? It's not an easy road. It's a place where you have to choose that now is the time, in the song, it is time now that we thrive. It is time now that we thrive. And thriving means you show up every day in the fullness of who you are. You get up every day in the fullness of who you are, and you show up and you bring your entire gift to the planet and you release it with no requirement for anything to come back to you. You just give what you have to give, because you don't have to worry about reciprocity. That's a given. That's a law. And if you don't know about reciprocity, it really means that you put out and then you receive. You don't have to worry about the law, because the law is immutable. You know, we talk a lot. In our spiritual practice here in these communities, we talk a lot about the law. And then some of us not so much participate in the law because we're so worried about holding on to things. But if you just go out and thrive and give your gift, if you just go out and be the highest and best of who you are, if you just go out and give your talent, reciprocity happens because it's a law and it's immutable. It cannot not happen. It cannot be that if I give, I don't receive. You will receive everything that's necessary for the unfolding of your good. But you have to show up in that way. And you have to see every day as a brand new day. So when you get up, start the day. And these are the things I will say about a brand new day. When you get up, you start now, right where you are. The stuff of yesterday, done. You can't get it back. You can't go back to yesterday. All you have is right now, this right now moment. So when you get up in the right now moment, you give thanks for what you have. My thing is every morning now, lately, I don't know, it's been a thing, but lately I've been in this place of, whoo, I'm still in my body. When I wake up, I'm like, yes, I'm still here, which means I have more things to do, more ways to show up, more opportunities to be a mother to those people that think they're adults. You know what I mean? Like, I still have more time. So I get up and I'm like, I literally sit there and I make myself, and I've been training myself to be still at the side of my bed. Before I do anything, I sit, and I have a really high bed, so I swing my feet over and I kind of wait for a minute, and I'm like, yes, I'm still in my body, and I celebrate that part. Right? It's a practice. It's a spiritual practice for me. And then I kind of wiggle my toes and wiggle my fingers, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're still, all's good. You know, the things are still moving. And then I put my feet on the floor and I give thanks. I give thanks because I know the ground is going to be there to meet me when I put my feet on the floor. And it happens, and it's like, yes, spiritual practices. I get up and I go to my living room and I light sage because I love sage. I'm not saying you should light sage. I'm just saying I love sage, so that's what I do. And I sit in the stillness of the morning and I meditate, and I have a stack of books, spiritual books that I read from, and I just pick one and I open it up to whatever page it is, and I read from that and I say, okay, this is my direction for the day. And I allow myself to practice what we teach, right? Because we teach all that stuff. We teach prayer and meditation and yoga and music and dancing and all these things. But are we practicing it in our lives? Are we getting up every day? Not just on Sunday when we come to the center, but are we getting up every day and stepping into spiritual practice, prayer, meditation, giving thanks? And I sit with that. And I'm like, I train myself, because there are days when I want to get up and grab my cell phone and email and text, and especially with the snow. I wanted to get online to see what was going on with the snow. I literally was like, oh, is it going to snow today? Is it going to be too cold? Can I go outside? And I had to recondition. Remember, you have to pray and meditate before you go look and see. The weather is going to be the weather no matter what. Sit down and do what you know you need to do for yourself, to get yourself aligned and spiritually grounded before you launch off into a world and unleash yourself, your untreated self, onto other people. Treat yourself first. Say a prayer. Meditate. Start a brand new day. And then give yourself permission to go outside and play with the other people. Because you shouldn't be playing with them if you haven't done your work. Because all you're doing is launching your untreated self upon them. So it's a practice for me. It's a practice that I encourage my clients to do. I encourage my students to do. I encourage anyone that will listen to me to do. Get up, take a minute, give thanks that you're in your body. Make sure that you give thanks for that. Give thanks for all you know, and then remember, you don't have to pick up anything from the previous day or anything from anybody else's experience to carry with you through the day. All you have to carry is your gift, your music, your talents, your love, your genius, your kindness, your compassion, your creativity. Carry that with you into the world and have a grand rising, have a brand new day. Start it from right where you're at. And remember that where you are, always God is. And where you are always, you are never alone, because you are the center of the universe, and the center of the universe is right where you are. You're never alone. And the power and presence of the divine is always with you. So as we think about that, I just invite you to do what Lori said. Breathe in for 7, and then hold that breath. And we'll hold. And then we exhale. Knowing that right where we are, the power and presence of the divine is always with us, carrying us, loving us, holding us, nurturing us, supporting us. It is the breath that we breathe and the activity of our breathing. No part of us can exist outside of the power and the presence of God itself, because we are it and it is us. We are created in its divine image, in its divine make. And each one of us is having a grand rising, because each one of us is bringing with us the perfect blueprint to create an unchangeable part of the planet. Each one of us brings our love, our light, our compassion, our genius, our creativity, our joy. The maximum goodness, happiness, kindness. We bring something special to the planet. We bring the love. We bring the joy. And each one of us carries this and is necessary to continue to unfold a brand new day. A brand new day of love and light and joy and harmony and peace and a thriving goodness. We each individually has this special gift to give. And so all of us stand in the fullness of our lives, and we absolutely say yes. And so when I know that I am saying yes, I know that each one of us is saying yes. Everyone here, whether you are on the video, you are going to see this later in the day on the website, or you are going to be here present with us right now, you know absolutely that your sacred yes has been heard, and it vibrates throughout the universe. Your sacred yes is important and necessary for the continued unfolding of humankind upon the planet. So for this we give thanks and we celebrate. And as I release these words into the loving activity of the law of God itself, I know it is already done. And I know that we all together say it, knowing it is done. And so it is. Amen. Amen.
Okay, we're gonna share an original tune called Love and You. Thank you, Diane, that was beautiful. You set out alone in search of a home for your heart. You checking off your list of everything you want for you. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. Love has no color or shape. Love is always there beside you. True just the scattered pieces and missing parts. But you can be a believer that love can heal a broken heart. Love is ever mending. Love sews a golden thread. Love pulls pieces together. Love, love, love is all love says. You are never alone in search of a home for your heart.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jen. We come to a time in our service now for our gifts, sharing our talents, our treasures, our offertory. We are a tithing community here at Celebration Center for Spiritual Living. We practice tithing, and we love for our members to share in that with us. But your gift here is such, your presence here is such a gift. Your gift is a presence, your presence is a gift. If you would like to share financial with us, we have various means and methods of doing so. You could click on the QR code, and your phone will take you to that magical place where you could input bank account information. You could share a check or cash in the baskets here in the room. You can mail a check to us at Celebration Center, and the address is on our website, celebrationcenter.org. Will you join with me in our offertory affirmation? Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I do give thanks, and this is so, and so it is.
And so it is, yes.
I invite Lynn for a closing song, please. Oh, Lori.
Blessing the Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lori Bolster, if you are unmuted, will you please share with us an offertory prayer?
Yes. Yes. We know that this is a community that, as individuals, they wake up every day. They do their spiritual practices. They are preparing ourselves individually to thrive. As Dianne mentioned, yes, not only are the individuals thriving, but as the individuals thrive, the spiritual community thrives. And so with these donations and as well as the prayer requests that come in, because it's basically the same thing. People offering of themselves one way or another, and also as it circulates through the universe and through all of the energetic fields, we accept these things as well. And so we thrive by participating, engaging in this amazing creation. And so we just give thanks. We're deeply grateful for the opportunities given to us by the prayer requests and by the financial donations, because they allow us to engage in the greater community, and the community beyond the spiritual center can then thrive as well, learning how to live and thrive and grow together. And that's what this is all about. And so in great gratitude, we just say thank you in gratitude for these gifts, both the prayer requests and the confidence and the faith that come with them, that there is healing to be had for certain, as well as the other donations that allow this community to do what it's here to do, to be a force for good in the world. Knowing the truth of this, I say yes, and so it is.
Lori.
And now, Lynn.
Okay.
And now all of you, if you feel like standing for this closing song, please join us. It's called Peace, Salam, Shalom by Pat Humphreys and Sandy Apatow.
Shalom, peace, salam, shalom, peace, salam, shalom, peace, salam, shalom. We believe in 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 peace, salam, shalom. We will work for 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 peace, salam, shalom. We can live in 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 peace, salam, shalom. We believe 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 in peace, salam, shalom. 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 One more time. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jen. Thank you to our technicians. Thank you to our beautiful practitioner and sharer of good words, Dianne Stewart Hamlin. A round of applause again, please. For our closing affirmation, I have no words, so let's wing it. Repeat after me. Today is my brand new day.
Today is my brand new day.
Today is mine to share my gifts.
Today is mine to share my gifts.
Today is mine to see your gifts.
Today is mine to see your gifts.
And today is mine to love this life.
Today is mine to love this life.
And so it is.
So